They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. Time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels.
And why you trust the lies? The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5, I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback to bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the damn our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I'll pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to God, they don't know how I fed. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it, I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show stop joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that eco-line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in that attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock until I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See, I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the gut, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I got Ray for real. Hey, oh, yeah. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General YAHANNA. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top when we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk the shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretched the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the if revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. For Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit life. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
All right, let's clap it up for the Lord. That's right. Let's clap it up for Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. We the ISUPK. We start out 125th Street on Harlem, New York, under the great Commander General YAHANNA. The ISUPK is not affiliated with any other group, no Christian churches, no Muslim mosques. And it's ever since 1969, we've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, that we are the greatest people on the planet. Right. Today, we're going to get into brotherhood, because one thing that our people, that we are lacking is brotherhood. Remember, Christ said that the kingdom of heaven is within us. So if we treat each other correctly and we show each other brotherhood and sisterhood, we can obtain the kingdom of heaven here on earth. Slack it, sir. Let me get 1 John 4:20 and 21. Yeah, 1 John 4:20 and 21. Come.
4:21.
Yeah. Oh yeah, come, sir. So yeah, brotherhood and sisterhood is real important, and the way we treat each other is 100% important. We're not supposed to be out here treating each other wrong, unaliving each other. Know what I mean? Selling narcotics to each other, right? Abusing each other, right? You know what I mean? We're not supposed to be in a household arguing and fighting with each other. You know what I mean? Sisters is supposed to be obeying their husbands because that is your brother by race. Brothers is supposed to be holding down these sisters and these wives. We're supposed to be treating each other like royalty, like what we are.
That's right.
Because we are royalty and we are the greatest people on the planet. And we need to start treating each other that way. That Baba Kusha? Come.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him.
So like this, sir. 1 John 4:20 and 21.
4:20.
Yeah, 4:20 and 21. Out of one.
No sweat.
No sweat.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
So like he's what?
He is a liar.
See, you got a lot of brothers out here. You got a lot of sisters out here. They all tell you they love God, especially that Christian church, boy. I swear. They tell you that they love God,
right? But the Christian church promotes you to get a damn divorce.
Right.
When that goes against the Lord. You know what I mean? The Christian church promotes you to do all manners of wickedness, evil, and sin. The Christian church teaches you to steal, to fornicate, salakia, to steal, to fornicate.
Right.
And it teaches you about greed.
Right.
But they're gonna tell you love God. They're gonna tell you at the funeral. Everyone says that they love God. So when someone's unalived in a damn coffin, everyone's all about God right then and there. But no one's not about God before the Lord comes and rains down that judgment.
Right.
Go ahead, son.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God who he have not seen?
Yeah, you see your brother every day. Now, I mean, we look at each other and you see your brother every day. And if your brother step on your boot by accident, right, you ready to unalive your brother for nothing. You sit out there and you sell your mother narcotics every day, knowing that it's going to unalive her. You sit up there and you try to sleep with your brother's rib, knowing that you ain't want no one to sleep with your rib. Know what I mean? But you swear that you love God. You do not love God if you do not love your brother. Lock it. You do not love the Most High if you do not love your brother or if you don't love your sister.
Right.
Come. So like you said, give me
You want me to read 21?
Yeah, give me 21.
Verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Damn right. If you love the Most High God, you love your brother also. Salaki, give me. Go ahead, sir.
You know, when it say, you know, if you love God, you must love your brother, meaning you got to also love yourself.
Yes,
because
sir.
How can we know how to love God if we're not loving ourselves enough to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments?
Right.
How are we going to be able to know how to love our brother if we're not keeping the laws? We have to keep the laws in order to know how to love our brothers and treat our sisters with the same dignity and respect that we all deserve as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Just want to add that.
Yeah. Nah, you damn right, sir. Give me and this right here is where it get heavy at. Give me Daniel 7 and 9 too.
Daniel 7 and 9.
Yeah, come, sir. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it is, you know what I mean, we do see the Most High spiritually every day. And I'm gonna show you how we do in Daniel 7 and 9. I mean, Daniel 7 and 9, I'm gonna show you how we sit out there and we literally see the Lord every day, but we just don't know it because we look at each other differently.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
I beheld
Mm-hmm.
till the thrones were cast down.
Stop right there. Now this right here is talking about the Most High. He's sitting back on his throne, right? And he watching this World War III. He watching all these episodes go, and he's getting ready to watch all these kingdoms and these empires be cast down. Go ahead, sir.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down,
Khan.
and the ancient city of days.
Salakia, sir. The Ancient of Days.
Become. The Ancient of Days did sit.
Khan. All right, Salakia. Now the Ancient of Days is talking about the Most High. Now I mean, meaning he's always existed. So this is talking about the Most High God in the heavens. Yeah, Adamah.
Right. Whose garment was white as snow. And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
What it was, sir?
Like the pure wool.
Like the pure wool, right? Okay. What's the color of your hair, sir? What's the texture of your hair?
Like pure wool.
Like pure wool. Okay, so when we look at the the gangbangers going at it, what's the texture of their hair?
Pure wool.
Pure wool, right? Meaning what? Like that's their brother, right?
Right.
Meaning what? They got the same. So most people, right? They look just like their father, right?
Right.
Like you look at somebody gonna tell you, you look just like your father, man, right?
Right.
So when you look at your brother, you do see the Lord every day. That brother that you getting ready to unalive from stepping on your sneaker, you see God. He got the pure wool. He got the, and he looks just like the Most High. Every time you unalive one of your brothers, you're unaliving the Most High. What would you do if you raising 3 sons, right? And one of your sons unalived another son. He just killed you. He just took a part away from you. Salakia. He just unalived. Yeah, he just unalived and took his brother. He just took a child away from you. So he basically hurt his father.
If I may.
Yeah, go ahead, son.
That's basically the Cain and Abel story.
Yes, sir.
But also, if I may, what you're saying is heavy because if hair texture shows that we are who we are as far as being in the Bible as blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, then this would debunk Christianity. This would debunk the Christian church when they say he has hair of wool, but the picture of Caesar Borgia has long, stringy hair.
Right.
Hair of wool. That portrait of so-called Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who isn't really called Christ, that they have pinned up on their wall as a Caucasian man, that would, what you're saying, would debunk that thing.
Yeah, but what's heavy about that, sir, is that's the main reason why we unalive each other, and that's the main reason why we don't have no love for our brother, is because we have that image of Caesar Borgia, all in our head. We're learning. Go ahead, sir.
No, Salakia, if I may, real quick, right? See, we got to be careful when we say things like that. You know, we got to be careful when we say basing things on the fact that we have woolly hair, because you got to also remember some people have Edomites for fathers, or Moab, or whatever other set of people that's not Israelites as fathers, and then the mothers are Israelites, and then they get the woolly hair. So we gotta be careful when we say this, because we can't base it on the texture of our hair. Right. We have to base this on a fact of the blood, which means you are of your father's seed. And if I may, real quick, what you're saying is heavy because we unalive one another because we are our father's seed, because we stem from the forefathers, you know, because we are the chosen people, because this is part of our punishment, you know, our punishment from the Most High for not obeying Salakia.
Common Khan, sir, and that's heavy what you was just saying. What I was saying, based off of, you know what I mean, us now looking like our father is when we look at each other, right? We have to look at each other like, man, I don't see a GD, a Vice Lord, I don't see a game member. Right. I see the Most High. I see my father. You know what I mean? Because you look like my father. You look like my father. You have the texture of my father. You are in the spirit of my father. I see my father every day. But the problem is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't see the father when we look at each other every day. We see a Negro on a corner. We see a homeless man.
Right.
We see a murderer.
Right.
Now I mean, unalive, a salaki.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't see glory when we look at each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the point that I'm trying, and that's the point that I was trying to make, is we have to start looking at each other like we do see the Father every day. And if we look at each other like we do see the Father every day, then that's when we'll learn that we'll love each other. That's when you say, oh, okay. Know what I mean? We love the Most High. And when we start treating each other the correct way, we'll treat each other better if we look at each other like we see our Father every day.
Right.
Come on, concert. Give me
something to sit right here in front of you, so you can put your book up there.
Yeah, come on, concert.
Back your chair.
Yeah, come on, concert.
Grab that chair, Bob.
Come on, concert.
Yeah, so you're gonna make it easier. So you won't have to put it down. So
Well, we're gonna get to this today, Israel. And we're gonna learn how to love each other one way or another. And we're gonna learn that we're royalty. Now I mean that we was there you go. That we wasn't put out here in these conditions. We wasn't put out here to be out here acting like trash when we are the greatest people on the planet.
Right.
Now I mean, according to these scriptures, we are the greatest people of the planet. We just go off and we start acting like heathens, and we lose ourselves from following the other nations' customs.
Right.
Khan. All right, sir. Let me get Mark 12 and 31.
Mark 12.
Yeah, 12 and 31, sir, if I'm back. Khan. But yeah, we have to come back to treating each other. We have to treat each other with love, and we have to treat each other with kindness. You know what I mean? We cannot be afraid to tell each other the truth.
Whenever you're ready.
Khan, sir, you got that?
Khan. This is the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 31. And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt what?
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
You gotta love your neighbor like you love yourself. Would you want anybody to steal from you? Would you want anybody to push up on your woman? Would you want anybody to sell your mother narcotics? A lot of these fools in the hood, boy, is hypocrites, man. They will sell everybody mother in the world narcotics, right? And then get mad when somebody sell their mother narcotics. These fools will be on a block and they'll go spray a whole block up and take other brothers' lives, right? Then get mad when these brothers come back and take their brothers' lives. If you really want to, if you did not want that to happen to you, bring that back for me again, my Lord.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You gotta love your neighbor as you love thyself, and stop being a goddamn hypocrite.
Right.
You get that from the Christian church.
Right.
Because the Christian church is full of hypocrites.
Right.
Your grandmother was a goddamn hypocrite. Your papa was a hypocrite.
Right.
Your mother was a hypocrite. Everybody that you follow in that whole tradition were all hypocrites. They told you not to lie. But right now in December, y'all getting ready to say, y'all getting ready to believe that it's a goddamn Santa Claus coming down the chimney.
Right.
And putting Christmas under a tree. You lied and you ran with the tradition that Christ was born in so-called December. I mean, but that's a whole pagan custom. And then when you found out that it was a pagan custom, you still kept the traditions
of the lie.
Right. You still kept the traditions of the lie. And when you teach in that Christian church and you teach the tradition of lies, that is not showing brotherhood. You are teaching your people how to be alive. You are teaching your people how to be enemies against the Most High God. And that's not what you were supposed to be doing. So, like you, sir.
Real quick, Good, brother.
No, Salaki, if I may.
Right.
What you saying is so heavy, right? It's not that we're just teaching our people, because it's Pastor Porkchop that's teaching our people.
Yeah.
The so-called false leaders of Israel's teaching our people to continue with the lie. But here's the saddest and sickening part is that we teach it to our children.
Right.
We teach it to our children to continue with the lie and live the lie. So then in turn, our children raise their children to continue with the lie. It's a heavy point you're bringing out.
Yeah.
The water.
If I may, I got that precept pertaining to what you're talking about.
Let me
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
Right.
For one cutteth a tree out the forest, the work of the hands of a worksman with the axe.
Right.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
Right.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So basically, what Jeremiah was telling the people back with this scripture right here, that you putting a goddamn tree up, in a house, right? And it's a vain custom. It don't mean anything. I mean, it's a pagan custom. Now I know the history of the custom. We ain't going to get into that. You know what I mean? But it's a vain custom. We do it for nothing. How many of them goddamn Christmas trees that you put up, that your Christian pastor teach you to put up, tell you can put up, know what I mean, burns down the goddamn house? How many people are going to go out here and commit crimes, right? Rob each other, know what I mean, and harm each other just to put presents under that damn tree?
Right.
I mean, that is not brotherhood, and that's not sisterhood. How many women are getting ready to put their baby daddies, these so-called baby daddies, out the goddamn house because he ain't putting a present underneath a tree?
So, Lakia, heavy you bringing that out. How many of our sisters is about to be adulterous and go sleep with Salakia, go
like
fornicate
car.
with other men just to put presents under that tree to lie to their children. How many of our sisters is about to go and what they call sleep, fornicate with a John to slack it, to disrespect their husband and cheat, or the better word, fornicate against adulterers, be an adulteress against their husband, to further disobey their husband and dishonor the Most High God.
Right.
If I may real quick, the word you're looking for is prostitution, and there's a scripture.
Yeah. Con, that's definitely prostitution.
You can't see.
No, you can't. Because the scriptures specifically say, do not prostitute thy daughters.
Right. Salakia. You know, Salakia, because you know everything is case sensitive, and we gotta be careful what we say so we don't get banned. But please, sir, please go on.
Yeah, con, sir. So you know what I mean. So
I'm still holding that scripture.
Yeah, con. So we have to love each other like we love ourselves. We don't want no one telling us lies, so we shouldn't be teaching each other lies. We are teaching each other a generation of lies with these pagan holidays.
Right.
And when they find out that these pagan holidays are lies, they just keep on and on with the tradition as it destroys us.
Right.
Don't you turn your kids, you gotta understand, right? Christmas, that holiday turns your daughter into a harlot, and it turns your son into a soft criminal. Because what he's going to do is it's going to teach him to go rob people for materialistic things.
Right.
You know, I was watching an interview about that. You know, about that harlot Sexy Red, right? And you want to know what she said? She said the sweetest thing that a man's ever done for her was one time she didn't have nothing, and he went and he robbed another brother, took what that brother had, and gave it to her just so she could have a present. Just so she can have a present. This is what this harlot said. Hey, sir.
Salakia, it's so righteous that you're bringing up this sister, right? Because you know her counterpart, her other partner in crime, Sukiana. I just seen a video about her saying how much she loves and honors P. Diddy. You know how much she loves and honor P. Was it P. Diddy? Yeah, P. Diddy, and how she would allow him to urinate
good night
on her. You know, and she said, you know, urinate in my mouth. Like the video was so disgusting, and this is the lie that's being pushed down with the agenda that's being pushed about how to be very unbrotherly and how to be unsisterly.
Right.
This is so sickening that it's telling our daughters how to be harlots, whores, and how to be disgusting in the eyes of the Most High God.
Right. Right, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Remember what you're saying. Like females like Sukiana and Sexy Red, you gotta also understand that they were raised in the teeth of destruction because of what their parents had to endure and what their parents undertook. You understand what I'm saying? It was it's a chain of destruction and whoredom and fornication. Like you seen that other interview with Sukiana when she said her mama, her grandmama's mama,
good night.
They were all
promiscuous, sir.
Extremely promiscuous.
Good night.
Harlots. They were slurs.
All right, and that was crazy about that is, you know what I mean? Those were curses that were going to be set upon us from us not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, right, and not being brothers and sisters to each other. Give me Deuteronomy 27:1.
Slaki, would you like me to finish that verse out?
Yeah, come on, sir. You
Slaki, if I may, I'm gonna take it from the top.
Come on.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 31.
Right.
And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these.
You want to know why there's no other greater commandment than that? Because if you if you want somebody to treat you good, you're going to treat them good back, right? When you have a community, right, and no one's raising their children to be thugs and whores and how to go out there and rob and unalive. You have, you have peace. You have everyone loving each other. You have structure and you have order.
Right.
You have a goddamn great community. You have a community where because you're raising people not to steal, your doors is unlocked, your windows is up. Everybody's in harmony. You're teaching people to be together and love each other. You have families together. You don't have death and destruction at the door.
Right.
I have a precept for you.
Go ahead, son.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed is undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Come on, sir. And that's talking all about your Sukianas, your sexy rags, and all these other harlots that you have out here that's gonna go jump in the bed this time of the year for a PS5, or gonna go jump in the bed with another scammer. Or somebody else that's selling fentanyl, and as soon as he go away for 20 goddamn years, they'll go get in the bed with somebody else selling fentanyl. You know what I mean? It's just a chain and chain of destruction, because the Christian church teaches our people destruction. It teaches our people to go after their lust, and that's unbrotherly. To teach people to go after their lust. The Christian church teaches you only got one life to live, so you got, so you might as well live it up. So you know what a drug dealer gonna say? He gonna say, man, well, look, I got one life to live. I might as well push 50 bricks into a bag of fentanyl unalives your mother. And then that same brother's gonna get mad when his grandmother is unalived in the goddamn kitchen when she's making that Christmas ham.
Right.
And he's gonna say he loved God. And then when his brother gets unalived and gets popped in the head, he's gonna turn around and he's gonna feel some type of way. Even though he didn't unalive 300 other brothers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So he's not doing unto people what he once done to him. He's not doing unto to others as he once done to him, because he's an evil, destructive bastard.
Right.
And he was taught that by the Christian pastor.
Right.
Whenever you teach people how to go after their lust, how to go after their sin, how to go after money, greed, materialistic things, to do what you feel like doing, you are creating a monster of destruction.
Right.
And you're creating someone that's not going to be a brother, that's not going to be a sister. A lot of your family members is like that. They not brothers and sisters. They waiting for you to die down south just so they can get a piece of that land. Right? You're going to be unalived, right? Big Mama's going to be unalived, right? And they're going to all be fighting over that piece of land, that 3 acres of land. Everybody's fighting over it. Go ahead, sir.
My man, don't forget about the life insurance policy and her Bible that's been sitting on the nightstand.
Oh man, good night.
For like 30 years.
Yeah, good night. Yeah.
The so-called family Bible.
The family Bible. The family Bible sitting there, and they're not even worried about the family Bible or trying to learn any understanding about the family Bible. They're sitting there worrying about, okay, how much money I'm going to get off of this? How much money I'm going to get off of that? How much stealing I'm going to do? How much fighting I'm going to do? It's like y'all get shot, sir.
Yeah.
Yo, you understand? I was watching a video on YouTube, right? And you know what I mean, about these sisters. They are celebrating so-called Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
This sister broke away from her, and of course, this is unsisterly. Any woman that thinks she could raise goddamn children by herself is not a sister. She's a bitch. Salakia. It is very unsisterly. She's running the household, and the daughter breaks away and goes and punches the cousin in the face because she got the last of the macaroni and cheese.
Some mac and cheese.
Some mac and cheese, calling her all kinds of bums on Instagram. She on Instagram, you're a bum. You're a bum. This is how these heifers got these households going. It's very unsisterly, and they get that from the Christian church, man. Over food. Deuteronomy 27:1. Please, Bible Shah. Yeah, it's Salakia. So yeah, Salakia, my lord. But yeah, we gotta learn. Yeah, we gotta get it together, Israel. You know what I mean? We have to start treating each other better. We have to come back to this Bible. We have to start following these laws, statutes, and commandments. We have to do. I mean, everybody walk around and call themselves a king. Know what I mean? Hey, what's up, king? I remember I'm out there, I'm doing my trash on the truck, brother pull up like, hey, king. You know what I mean? Everyone calls themselves a king. Everybody wants to pretend to be royalty. How about we really be royalty? How about we act like royalty? You're not royalty when you in there getting ready to fight your girl cousin over a plate of macaroni and cheese. You're not royalty when you'll take bags of fentanyl, go outside and sell it to somebody that look just like you. You're not royalty when when a brother step on your shoe and you're not forgiving them, you coming back with a pistol and unaliving them. You're not treating yourself like royalty when you will go and lay up in another man's woman. That is so LGBTQ anyway. You don't get no points for that. That is disgusting. Salakia, sir.
If I may, real quick, what you're saying is so heavy, and precept right here breaks down exactly what you were just saying as far as the children and the parent, right?
Come
the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
That's heavy. Come.
And women rule over them.
Yeah. So, so yeah, the children are the oppressors because you got some selfish harlot that's setting up. You got some selfish harlot that threw the man out the house because she's unsisterly. She's not a sister of the race. You know what I mean? You ain't you goddamn bum, and she threw him out the house. So now she's raising his children, right? And the children are gonna grow up to be a nightmare. It was heavy how Officer Kashak had them stats about the black man is the best person that raised the children, and how the sisters is the worst ones that raised the children. Well, now I mean that ain't far fetched. You can tell by looking at the inner cities. Know what I mean? Right. We could look at the inner cities and tell that you clearly don't know what you're doing. You are raising these goddamn children to be horrible. And they don't have no brotherhood in them. They don't have no sisterhood in them. Now, I mean, we're acting like we're being reduced to animals because we keep going after our lust. Go ahead, son.
That's like it. Though they do have sisterhood in them when they wrist broke. I had to say that real quick.
Oh, sisterhood when they wrist broke. Oh, good.
They got plenty sisterhood in them.
Oh man, good.
When they what's that I can say that right. Transformers.
The Transformers.
Yeah, when they become Transformers, they have plenty sisterhood in them.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. These sisters don't have. They don't have no sisterhood in them. I mean, they've been taught to go after their own lust and to go after whatever makes them feel good. And whatever makes them feel good is not good for the children, because that boy, he's going to pick up on that and he's going to start doing whatever the hell makes him feel good. If he feel like snatching your chain, he going to come out like, man, it feel good if I just snatch his chain. You know what I mean? I don't know her, but she got a nice thing right there. I feel like touching her. Oh, I'm just going to feel like touching her. You know what I mean? If I feel like, selling these narcotics, I just feel like selling these narcotics. You raise up criminals and monsters, unbrotherly people, and that's how that boy end up in a coffin.
Right.
Know what I mean? That's how that sister end up in the back of a goddamn U-Haul truck, and we never seeing her again. A lot of you sisters is out of your damn mind. The black man is the only protection and the only brother you had. You not having no sisterhood, you decided to turn your back on your brothers. You turned your back on your brothers and you went with this so-called oppressor. Now the oppressor have used you up. So after you didn't kick the man out the house, you know what I mean, put him on child support for children that ain't even his, Negro paying for children that don't even look like him.
Right.
I mean, like, good
right.
Night. Goddamn child don't even look like he paying for kids that came from Canada some damn way. You know what I mean? Behind this harlot, he literally got a whole dashiki. You remember dashiki from Don't Be a Menace?
Right.
Yeah, a lot of your mothers was dashiki, y'all. You know what I mean? Dashiki. You know what I mean? He's paying for dashiki, and she's not sisterly. Now, I mean, she's not a sister. She's just out for destruction to destroy that brother. Point blank, period. And then you're going to raise your sons. And then the sons are going to do the same thing. They're not going to care about unaliving and taking another brother's life. Yeah, come on, son. Yeah. Anyway, Salakia, Israel. 1 second. But, you know what I mean? We have to learn how to start being brothers and sisters to one another, man. You know what I mean? And the family structure is the way how we become brothers and sisters to one another. You know what I mean? You can't throw your husband out the house, you know what I mean, because you have an attitude. You can't be going through your husband's phone acting crazy. And brothers, you can't be throwing sisters away just because, you know what I mean, you don't want her no more. Or she's played out, or she didn't put on too much weight, or she ain't feel like cooking today, or she got too much mouth. You lay with her, you stay with her. That's brotherhood and that's sisterhood. Right. You find a way to work it out, you stay together, and you keep your family moving. You show each other brotherhood and sisterhood when you put each other second and you put the family first. Right. That's what we have to get back to doing. All right.
If I may.
Go ahead, sir.
You know, in the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, and verse 1, it says, "Let brotherly love continue."
Come on, sir. Because you know what I mean? Because that's the kingdom of heaven. Right. The kingdom of heaven ain't got nothing about do with no one being in a pamper or having, know what I mean, some wings and flying up there, know what I mean, like an angel. The kingdom of heaven is the way we treat each other. It's within us. Right. It's brotherhood and it's sisterhood. Picture this, sir, right? Imagine you got this red, right? And you just got off of work driving Uber, or you just got off of work doing construction, right? Mm-hmm. And when you come in the house, food is cooking. Know what I mean? Your wine is poured. You're taking your boots off your feet. Know what I mean? And then you're sitting down after you're going through that slavery and going through all that trauma you got dealing with this pale oppressor, right? And she's in there comforting you like, hey, welcome home, my king. Welcome home, baby. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And she doing all that. That's heaven. Right. You know what I mean? Or a sister, somebody try to violate her. Somebody try to break into that house. Know what I mean? Or somebody try to carjack her or do something, and a brother goes and jumps in front of that bullet. And he takes it for her. And he takes it for his wife. You know what I mean? That's brotherhood. Goddamn right. Know what I mean? That's brotherhood. That's the kingdom of heaven. When a woman can feel, our sisters don't have no protection. You know what I mean? The oppressor has turned his back on them, and he kidnaps. He snatches up over 300,000 of our sisters, and he don't put not one of their faces on the damn TV screen. That's hell. That's not heaven. Where if you would have had your husband and you would have had a man, right? That man would have went through hell and back, through the sewer and the gutter, to never let nothing happen to you. That's heaven. Go ahead, son.
If I may, bringing that is so heavy because, you know, feminism destroyed our sisters in today's society. So that notion of coming home to a warm meal and she taking your boots off is nothing but a mere illusion, a mirage, a dream in today's society and the world that we live in. Right. No, outside of the truth. Right. You understand? Because in the truth, it's still hard work. And people got to understand, it's we're not living no fantasy life over here. We live in the same regular life that they live in. The only difference is we're keeping the Lord's statutes and commandments. It's still work. We still dealing with our sisters being wicked, and we're trying to help them get that wicked up out of them. You understand? We're trying to teach them how to be virtuous women. We're trying to teach them how to be good wives and good mothers because they were destroyed back in the world.
Damn right, sir. Damn right. Give me if I can, sir. Can I get Deuteronomy 27:1? Right. Yeah, because, you know, these law, statutes, and commandments is what's going to teach us brotherhood and sisterhood. Nah, man. It's going to teach us brotherhood and sisterhood. We got to keep these law, statutes, and commandments of God, man. And this right here eliminates all the family curses, all your so-called generational curses, and everything. All we have to do is do what the Father tells us to do. Right. And it's that simple. The problem is our people want to do what the oppressor tells them to do. You know what I mean? You got a whole nother way of life. You want to be like Tina Turner, know what I mean? All up there banging it. No, what was that she was doing? Buddhism and all of that? I beat her into Buddhism. Yeah. Like, come on now. We cannot serve no false gods. That's not going to give us brotherhood and sisterhood. Deuteronomy 27:1, sir.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, and verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments.
Keep some of them.
Keep all the commandments.
You're supposed to keep all the commandments. Right now, Moses is showing you brotherhood. Right? He's telling you what the higher power, the most high God, is telling you to do so you can have heaven on earth. So you can keep. So if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you ain't got to worry about going to see your baby in a jail cell.
Right.
You ain't got to worry about putting your baby, putting your baby in a coffin. He out there getting all that money. Now you got to fry a fish fry to put him in a damn coffin. Like, good night. Go ahead, sir.
Keep all the commandments.
Go ahead, sir.
Which I command you that this day.
You have to keep all these commandments, right? The dietary laws, no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Even though Pastor Pork Chop is going to tell you, the laws is done away with. That's why you become a maniac and you go out here and unalive people. You know what I mean? See, let me tell you something, right? A lot of your granddaddies would have lived until they was 105 if they would have followed that dietary law. But the Christian pastor had them eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Now they got to get legs cut off. They got to get limbs cut off their leg. Know what I mean? It's giving them heart attacks early from eating a pig. I mean, newsflash, a pig is so disgusting, you can't even touch it according to the Bible. A pig is to clean the earth. It's to eat all of the fowls of the earth. You ain't supposed to put that in your mouth. But your Christian pastor, he bathes in that swine, man. He bathes the whole church in that swine. Come on. So let me get 28:1.
Already there waiting for you.
Go ahead, sir.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
And
it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hearken means to listen, man. You know what I mean? You have to listen to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You have to listen to what come out these prophets' mouth. Because we are the voice of the Most High God. Go ahead, my Lord.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
You have to do all the commandments, not the commandments you just feel like doing. See, the Christian pastor, he tells you not to do none of the goddamn commandments. You know what I mean? Because that ain't going to make them no money.
Right.
So he rather just lead you to destruction.
Right.
Know what I mean? You're going to be out here. You're not going to keep no commandments. And he's just going to pile up funerals from here to there. And tell you you'll have your happiness in the goddamn sky. Like you're an astronaut or something.
Right.
Hey, go ahead, my Lord.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. That the Lord God, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You know, now you know what's so funny is sisters and parents, pastors and parents and people in the world will tell you there's no way to raise a perfect child. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. We all fall short of the glory. You know what I mean? It's always going to be a problem. The Most High God just said, what, sir? Give me the end. That he will set us what?
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
If we do what?
If we hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
We are supposed to hearken diligently in the voice of the Lord thy God. If we were to hearken diligently in the voice into the voice of the Lord God, Black Wall Street would have still been standing.
Right.
All these black businesses would have still be standing if we would have listened and did what he said to do. He said, just listen to him and we'll be up high above all the nations. But we just chose not to be good. We chose not to be good sons and daughters and not to be good brothers and sisters. we did not execute good brotherhood and good sisterhood, and we were not good children, and we went and did whatever we wanted to do.
Right.
Give me some more down, my Lord.
Okay. You want the next verse?
Give me 15. That's 28:1. Give me 15. These are the things that happens to us when we don't keep brotherhood and sisterhood. And we're gonna show you what happens while you keep going against your man in that house. Now, I mean, while you keep going against your wife and laying with her and throwing her away. Now, I mean, when the Christian pastor keeps teaching our people that the laws are done away with, not being a good brother, you know what I mean? These are the bad things that are going to happen to us.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these blessings,
all these curses,
all these blessings,
all these curses,
all these curses
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Meaning you gonna have all these curses. What the hell? Like you? Oh my God! What makes you think? Right? Okay, brothers and sisters, please help me figure this out right here. What makes you think if the Lord said that you are not allowed to commit adultery, meaning if you're a sister, right, you're only supposed to have one rod in you all your life. You're not supposed to have Keith, Mike, Andy the plumber, the police officer, you know what I mean, the mailman, and all these different. What the hell make you think that you are going to have a successful life if you're not listening to God and you're letting these men go in you? What makes you think, brother, that if you go and have a baby with another man's woman, that your child not going to be cursed?
Right.
What makes you think bad things ain't going to happen to you? You know what I mean? Bad things is going to happen to you. You went and had a baby with another. You went and had a baby with another man's wife. So guess what? That's why a lot of these brothers don't even be claiming these kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the mother, she don't even know who the hell the father is because she was sexy red. Go ahead, son.
And what you're saying is so heavy, and what you're saying is part of the reason of why, as a people, we're destroyed. Like, these sisters is not getting the message. Not only are they being so promiscuous, but they're being careless in their promiscuity because they're not strapping up. They're not having the brothers strap up. And the brothers is just as freaking careless because they just want to go up in a row. And what was that stat you brought out the other day?
Yeah, Slovakia, sir, right? You know, New Jersey, right?
You want me to pull that up? You got that? You put that in the chat?
I put it in the chat, sir. Yeah, nah, man, if it's still there. But yeah, basically what my Lord Osayash is saying is real heavy, right? You know, I mean, New Jersey is what? One of the smallest states, right, sir? Oscar Shaka Ward?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I believe we what? The third smallest state?
I'm not sure.
All right, we're one of the smallest states, right? We're one of the smallest goddamn states. I believe we're the third smallest state. Because I believe it's Wyoming. No, not Wyoming, Salakia, Rhode Island. I believe we're bigger than Rhode Island. And it's another state. But we're the third smallest state. And we got 5 cities on the top STD list. 5 cities. 5 cities. Is it still in the chat, sir, or it's not there anymore?
I gotta look. You put a line.
Okay, come on, sir. Yeah, but I mean, we have 5 cities. I believe the 5 cities was North Jersey City, North Bergen, Monmouth, and Middlesex. Those were the 5 cities from New Jersey that made the top 100 STD list, and that comes from all the harlotness, all the whoredom. Yeah. You know what I mean? And all the promiscuity and all that other garbage. You know what I mean? That's what, and it comes from all the boys being soft sense. You know what I mean? Because they turning around and they running up in them garbage disposals. Nah, man. So like,
what was it said?
Now I believe. I believe. Yeah, I believe it was there. Yeah, I believe it was there, and it's not there anymore.
I'm looking for the actual headline because you got quite a few articles up there.
Yeah, Connor McCon, sir. Give me that. Give me that again, sir. 20, what's that? 28 and 15, right?
Yeah.
See, this right here is what the lack of brotherhood and sisterhood does to us as a people. It turns us into good night. It turns us into vomit.
Right.
It brings us down and like animals, and we're like vomit in a toilet.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah, meaning, like, if you go out here, basically you're reaping what you're sowing. You know what I mean? You going out here and you getting divorces, you're committing adultery, you're stealing, you're scamming. You know what I mean? You're going to be destroyed for that behavior. You know what I mean? I love my brothers to death, man, but you know what I mean? But goddamn, a lot of y'all reap what you sowed when you got thrown in them prison penitentiaries because you want to go out here and be like this oppressor. Like this red-faced oppressor. You ain't want to listen and follow the commandments of the Most High God. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because some of them are simple. We should have known better that not to go sleep with another man's woman. We should have known better not to go throw a sister away. Like, you know, they make songs and R&B music, right? About brothers throwing sisters away. Officer, shot, sir. We make music, right? We've made music in the entertainment business, right? About turning our sisters into harlots.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is crazy. It's a sin in Israel. It's a sin to the Most High God for us to do that.
Right.
And then now our sisters are making songs about how they just gonna lay with you, rob you, and take all your money and be gold diggers. It is destruction. Ah, man, you got any more on that, sir? Give me 16. Salaki, man. Like, yeah, we have to start treating each other better, Israel. We have to start treating each other like brothers and sisters. If you want to walk around and call yourself a so-called king, or whatever the hell that means, you know, Christ is king. You know what I mean? But Israelites is princes and the sisters are princesses. So if we want to walk around and call ourselves royalty, we must behave like royalty. That means no adultery. You know what I mean? You sisters ought to be ashamed of yourselves that you've let more than one man touch you. And you brothers ought to be ashamed of yourselves for going into a harlot. Like, that is literally LGBTQ. You going into that harlot, you touching that other man that's been all up in her. You don't see the other man. I mean, goddamn, you just seen about 4 men come out of their apartment. It don't ring in your mind like, damn. You don't see them Negroes on her when you, because you just gonna get high and you just gonna go in there and you say, I'll be the 5th victim. Disgusting. Give me some of that, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16.
Cursed
shalt thou be in the city.
What?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Man, listen, man. You look at North Patterson and Jersey City. Good night. And Compton, LA, Detroit, Michigan. We are cursed in all these cities. In all these cities, the heathens own all the businesses in the city, and we don't have nothing. We go into all their businesses, and they find ways to disrespect us and to treat us wrong. In all these cities, these heathens are together as a family, and they're living like they're the ones with the morals, while in these cities, we got baby mamas.
Right.
And no fathers. And the kids is 14 and 12 years old running the goddamn streets, causing havoc and out of control. Know what I mean? Because some goddamn long eyelid whore wants to sit around and act like and be young at 50. You got 60-year-old women on Instagram talking about they know they worth. Let me explain something to you, sisters, man.
Right.
Let me explain something to you.
Right.
I mean, if you're 60 years old and you're single, you failed in life. Know what I mean? You 50 years old, you 45 years old, 35, you have failed in life. You have showed the most high God that you're nothing more than a dirty mop. That's all you are. You're a dirty mop. And what's inside of you is dirty mop water. That's what you are. Know what I mean? And you use all these trinkets and all your fake credit that the oppressor tries to give you. You know what I mean? And you put all that stupid East Indian weave in your hair that comes out of the sewer. And you put goddamn, what's that? Them damn boomerangs on top of their head. Them eyelashes, them boomerangs. Yeah. Then these whores put boomerangs on top of their head. And then they walk around, right? They walk around like they something. Sons are in and out of jail. Like, good night. All you raise is jailbirds. Everybody you raise go to jail. And whores. Like 4 of your daughters, right? 4 of your daughters are going to be sex trafficked and no one's going to see them again. They're gonna look. What happened to that sister that went over there to North Carolina and she got unalive by the LGBTQs? What was her name? Shaquilla or something like that? Yeah, come on. She went to Mexico and got unalive by the LGBT. Right. Go ahead, sir.
Salaki, if I may. If I may. Salaki. It's so heavy what you bringing out, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's so very heavy what you bringing out because guess what? These sisters, and that's why I brought the stats out about how the lack of a father in a home and just a single parent mother raising children raise more jailbirds, more prostitutes, more whores, more whoremongers, more drug dealers, more unalivers than a father. A father raises up children,
right?
To be a princess, and a prince,
right?
And this is how fathers do. But when mothers are single parent mothers, they raise up monsters.
Monsters.
They raise up monsters to roam the streets and become gangbangers and drug dealers and unalivers. So it's a disgusting thing when a woman thinks at 40 and 45 and 50 and 60 years old that she's still, because some young brother that's just, he has mommy issues that he want to go and hit the old head.
Right,
because she got a Miss Parker, she got the fatty,
right?
She got a nice body, and that's what's happening right now. We have an endless cycle of destruction that's going on in our community for not obeying the law, statutes, commandments, and not being brotherly. You're absolutely right. The wild.
Yeah, come on, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Prime example of what you're bringing out. And I know y'all seen that viral clip of the mother arguing with old boy in a restaurant. He telling her to just get your food and stop talking. I'm gonna punch you in your face. He said, say something else. I'm gonna punch you in your face. He punched her in her face. She told her son, go get the gun. He went and got the gun and unalived the brother right there in the parking lot in front of his mother. And the courts found him not guilty.
Yeah, Carl. But see,
they dismissed the case.
But see, what's so heavy about that? The courts might have found him not guilty. See, this is why.
Right.
This is why the Bible said that the Lord deprived a woman of wisdom.
Right.
You don't think that man he unalive got family? Right.
Right.
You think he ain't got family? So let's say 3 years from now, one of his little cousins grow up. Right. They're gonna grow up. Happens in my city all the time, right? And they'll be like, hey, yo, man, that's my man right there that, he unalive my, you're like, what? And then they come and drill him. That stupid sister turned her son into a target, right? She turned him into target practice for the rest of his life. She ain't turned him into a doctor, a lawyer, a ball player, a construction worker, a garbage man, or anything productive in society. She's turned him into a target because she ran all the men away and no men want to protect her. So she gets her little son to come unalive and shoots a brother in the back. She made him a target forever because somebody's going to feel some type of way. I know if you was from my city, they don't forget about nothing. It's going to be 30 years later. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, you think you got that off? You know what I mean? You going to been there, forgot about it. You going to been there, moved on, got yourself a family, Nah, I mean, think everything's sweet. You're gonna pull up at a diner one day, and that person's family member gonna come up unalive you. They don't understand warfare. Sisters don't understand warfare. They don't understand wisdom. They just do what makes them feel good for the moment, and everyone dies around them. Salakia, go ahead, sir.
Salakia, if I may. This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted her to her understanding.
Salakia, sir. Yeah, what that's talking about is the Most High made your mommy stupid. You know what I mean? Without your father, your mommy don't know anything. Right? So if your mother want to be a good mother, a good sister, a good wife, right? It'd be nice if she listened to your father. And if your father is letting your mommy get away with that by him being some wet behind the ear simp, because he's too afraid he's not going to get no intercourse that night, he's not being a good brother. He's being destructive to the family as well by not checking her. Go ahead, sir.
STD trends in New Jersey.
Oh boy.
Chlamydia, 43rd.
Oh boy. What is that? What that say? Say that again, sir.
STD trends in the state of New Jersey. The state rankings. Chlamydia, we're 43rd.
43rd.
For gonorrhea, we're 41st. For syphilis, we're at 29th.
Good night.
And it says rape per 100,000 population. For chlamydia, 356.3. For gonorrhea, 113.3. And for syphilis, 8.6.
So good night. We got some real fornicators and harlots all in the state of New Jersey, because those numbers are absolutely goddamn horrible for us to have one of the smallest goddamn states. You know how small New Jersey is? New Jersey is 2 hours long. I drive from North Jersey to South Jersey down by Atlantic City before we get on I-95. It's 2 hours long, the state of New Jersey. And we 41st and 29th and 33rd in all STDs throughout the goddamn country. So we got states that are 5 to 7 hours long that we ranked before, who have way more people than us.
Right.
It's a lot of fornication, and it's a lot of harlots in this state, and it's a lot of simps, and there's a lot of lustful people, and there's a lot of unbrotherly and unsisterly people. Because, if you're a sister and you know that you were laying with multiple brothers, you know what I mean? Or you a brother that lay with multiple sisters, why won't you go get checked out? You want to just sit there and just, damn, I just give them something. A lot of y'all know that something be wrong with y'all when y'all be going to the bathroom and you just do it anyway. That's not being brotherly and sisterly. That's not being brotherly, and that's not brotherhood and sisterhood. That's why we're in hell. That's why we don't have the kingdom of heaven. That's why we are out here depressed as hell, and you're pulling on about 5 blunts a day. I don't give a damn how much marijuana you pull on. You're still going to wake up in hell for not keeping God's laws, for not being a good brother, for not being a good sister. Brotherhood and sisterhood is the kingdom of heaven. Let me some more on that, if I may, sir. You got something else?
Real quick.
Go ahead, sir.
Maybe could that be the reason why they're smoking so much, escaping that one actual fact that you just brought out? Perhaps?
Yeah, sir. Because brothers and sisters, they don't understand, right? That sex is spiritual. You're taking on that person's spirit.
Right.
These sisters got Asmodeus demons on them because, the first 10 dudes that was messing around with her, you're fighting them dudes while you trying to get to know this sister. Because you're trying to teach her, like, listen, we should go in this direction, and this is what the Bible is saying. But she thinking about what the hell a 5%er told her. She thinking about what a 7-day Adventist told her. She thinking about what an Egyptologist told her. She thinking about what somebody in the Baptist church told her. Right? Everybody that she slept with had taught her something different. So she not just defiled in her body, she defiled in her mind.
Right.
So it's hard to break it. You're going to be arguing and fighting all the goddamn time because you're not just arguing with her. You're arguing with her and all those niggas. It's spiritual, Salakia. Now I mean, it's spiritual. Now I mean, sex is spiritual, and the only reason why you don't think that sex is spiritual because you're Christian, so your relations is spiritual, is because your Christian pastor don't teach you the Bible. He don't teach you that relations is marriage. He tells you that, oh, that's just your girlfriend. Now I mean, a lot of your grandmothers down south are dumb and stupid. Know what I mean? Oh, that's your girlfriend over there. You know what I mean? Because your grandmother was a whore too. Know what I mean? That's just how it say. Sweet banana pie or sweet potato pie, whatever the case may be. Your grandmother was a disgusting harlot, man. She had a lot of boyfriends and girlfriends. Sexy Red ain't get like that overnight.
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion ain't get like that overnight. You know what I mean? This was trained up. Your grandmother was in the back of one of them goddamn Temptations or somebody that sounded like the Temptations. And she was doing the same damn thing. She was doing the same damn thing that these damn girls doing to Little Uzi Vert and all these other dudes nowadays.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it is. But she's doing that because the Christian pastor does not have brotherhood. And he don't teach them the proper way of the Bible. You know what I mean?
Right.
Relations is marriage according to the Bible. You know what I mean? Because you take on that person's spirit. Don't the scriptures say you become one flesh? What do becoming one flesh mean? What do becoming one flesh mean? I mean, they don't say nothing about you sign the oppressor's marriage certificate. You get on one knee like you get on one knee like something. Oh man, you brothers, we really gotta stop this. It's really not. You're really not being a sister when you got some simp getting on one knee and everyone's laughing at him. Everybody's walking past, shaking their head. Now I mean, you got all the whores sitting over here like, oh, that's so nice. And real brothers is walking by like, good night, huh? You know, Al Kareem and my man from the projects just had her in the air and back of a Checkers. Like, good night. Yo, guys.
If I may, this is the book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 8 and 9. And they twain shall be one flesh. So they
like that, sir. What they said? What did that say?
And they twain shall be one flesh.
Okay, let me break that down. When y'all go into one another, right? When these body parts touch one another, you are becoming one flesh. Like, what makes you think that you're not taking on the man's spirit when he's emptying out inside of you? Now, I mean, you're getting him all like you're getting that brother's whole family tree inside of you. So you're becoming one flesh, dum-dum. Like, good night. I mean, it's not hard. If you look at science tell you that sisters, science is telling you, right? And I got something to prove this, right? But science is telling you that you can trace every man that a sister has been with. Every man. Like, you can go, a gynecologist, right, can go inside this sister's box and trace everybody that she's been with if they have ejaculated inside of her. It don't go nowhere. It don't go nowhere. That is unsisterly, sister. That's not being a sister. Go ahead, sir.
I gotta ask this question. Oh, wow, that's heavy that you bring that out. So basically what you're saying is these sisters that's got double-digit, triple-digit bodies under the belt, a vast majority of them, drop the kids off at the pool.
Come on, sir.
And the gynecologist can trace the whole lineage of her box history, basically.
Yo, the gynecologist can chase every goddamn family tree she got growing under there. You know what I mean? Like, they can do it. And this is the thing. They saying, and this sometimes, right, the DNA that's left inside of these sisters, it travels because brothers give the life. Right. They say sometimes that when sperm, it travels, right? It stays in their body. It just, if it's not hitting the egg, it travels all the way up to their mind. So you can imagine a sister, right, out there like, yeah, I'm with him today being promiscuous. I'm with him today being promiscuous. No one's putting condom on. I'm with him today being promiscuous. You can imagine all of them different personalities and spirits going towards her mind. That's why you have Asmodeus. When that sister's tripping out on you and she's breaking your goddamn TV, she's pouring bleach on your clothes, she's pulling out a knife trying to stab you. You feel me? She got 5 gang members spirit on her. She got 5 gang member spirit and a goddamn police officer spirit who she slept with on you. She has all the masculine spirits on her. And that's not brotherhood and that's not sisterhood. You know what I mean? She's defiled. Why do you think they wouldn't touch her in the ancient days? You know what I mean? The brotherly thing to do is, if you meet a sister, right, and you go and you ask the father, you know what I mean, yo, can I have her? You know what I mean? Like, you know, in our laws and everything, I believe you supposed to go. It's supposed to be a dowry, and you supposed to go and ask the father for her, and he keeps the white bed sheets, that white red wedding dress that these dumb Christians walk around. That symbolize the white bed sheets. That's why they say virgins wear white. Virgins supposed to wear white because that white dress symbolizes the white bed sheets, because they're supposed to prove that his daughter was a virgin and he didn't give away a slut. Go ahead, sir.
So if that means that, then why these old hoes is walking around in the Christian church wearing all white like they pure?
Because and that's heavy that you say that, sir, because the Christian pastor will tell them that they're pure because he tell them they don't gotta follow the commandments. He's not a brother. He say God loves everybody. God don't give a damn about, you know, how many rods you put all up in you and in your ear and in your mouth and in your nose, and you could be disgusting if you want. You could come to church on Sunday. Know what I mean? Right after you do it, it's okay. This is what he teaches them. He teaches them destruction.
Good night.
Now, I mean, I had a video posted on Facebook, right? And this video I posted on Facebook shows you how much weirder and weirder and weirder the Christian church is getting, right? It was these retired harlots, right? And you know, they was walking up and down the aisle. And I think they had one boy, and he was a goddamn. They was turning him into a sodomite. You know what I mean? Real loud child abuse. So they're walking up and down the aisle, they dancing, but they're not dancing. They just stepping, dum, 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 and they walking back and forth, doing nothing. You know what I mean? To the side, back and forth. You know what I mean? Like it is showing you. You know what I mean? The Christian church is a retirement for harlots.
It's like, man, it's heavy you bring that specific analogy out, because that sounds like the story that was broken down with about R. Kelly. About what happened to him.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, R. Kelly got abused by a harlot
in the church, if I'm not
mistaken. R. Kelly got abused by an unsisterly harlot in the church. She abused him because, you know, she done ran through everybody and ain't nobody want her no more. So she said, you know what? I'm gonna go for the children. I'm gonna go for somebody younger. You know, that's what a lot of your mothers do. You know what I mean? A lot of your mothers go for somebody younger because she didn't had everybody 3 generations ago. Now, I remember when I was into older women like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, y'all got me an old head in there. Then an old head to stop me. Like, man, I had her like in 84. I'm like, good night. Damn. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's not brotherly and that's not sisterly of us doing this. Give me some more on that scripture, sir, if you may.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16.
Yes, sir.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So I guess we understand how we cursed in these cities, about how we don't own anything, how the heathens are all over us, and we don't have no family structures no more. You know what I mean? How we're all harlots, how we're all LGBTQ, how we're all in jail. 3 million of us at a time. A nigga live in jail. You know what I mean? Like, good night. You know what I mean? Yeah, Salakia, a brother live in jail. You know what I mean? It's just nothing positive going on. And let's say a brother go to the NBA and the NFL. The offside yard, you realize, right? Antoine Walker that played for the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
He was worth $100 million. He met a sister named Evelyn, an Ephraimite. He met Evelyn from basketball wives.
Mhm.
She been married to about 4 other athletes afterwards.
Right.
He has nothing now. He has nothing. You get Terrell Owens, right? He's another unbrotherly brother. He has no form of brotherhood because he said, hey, black women told me I'm too dark, I'm too black, and I'm ugly. So he takes his $80 million and he goes and he marries the oppressor's daughter. Terrell Owens don't have $80 million no more. Go ahead, son.
So have you bring that up? Let's take Michael Jordan's son, for example.
Oh boy.
Who's about to marry Scottie Pippen's wife. The irony in that.
Oh boy.
They asked Michael Jordan about, how do you feel about that? Why are you not stopping your son from letting him marry your former teammate that you won multiple rings with? Why are you not stopping your son from dealing with his wife? Like they're still married. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, once they break that threshold, she belongs to him now. But she's been passing herself around like communion.
Good night.
Because he's not the first one, nor the fifth one.
Yeah, she was with Future, Salakia, son.
Right. And I'm starting to notice a lot of these celebrities, a lot of these former athletes that's retired, a lot of these so-called actors and actresses, I'm almost convinced that they pass their wives around. I'm almost convinced that they're allowing this to happen as a form of, what's the word I'm looking for? As a form of
what sharing?
Paying homage in a sense to the powers that be behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, Salakia. So of course they is because they're soft Twinkies on the low. You know what I mean? And the oppressor, that pale devil was a bona fide LGBTQ. That oppressor don't want nothing unless you've been in it. That oppressor sits back and he wants to record you. He wants to record you lay on his rib. He likes to do things like that. And our brothers take on that spirit.
Right.
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. So I'm brotherly.
Right.
Some more on that, sir.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Yeah, we was cursed. Yeah, we was cursed in them fields in slavery, man. And slavery, we was cursed in them fields. We was out there picking cotton, blistering our hands, getting our rods cut off, getting hung on trees. And you had some brothers like, man, listen, we gotta get off this plantation. We gotta run and we gotta get off this. And then you had other brothers who weren't being brothers. They were unbrotherly. They would run back and they would tell the oppressor what they're getting ready to do. Your Steve Harvey type of Negroes.
Right.
Your Stephen A. Smith type of Negroes.
Right.
Your Martin Luther King type of Negroes. Your T.D. Snakes type of Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
Now your Creflo Dollar type of Negroes. Them type of Negroes right there, they will go back and they will tell the oppressor, hey boss, Ephraim getting ready to run. They getting ready to run, boss. You know what I mean? That's how they got Nat Turner unalive. Because they turned their backs on him. That's not brotherhood, man.
Right.
That is not being brotherly. You know what I mean? You see all the oppression that's going on that plantation. And brothers is getting ready to try to do better for themselves. They like, man, we ain't taking it no more. We standing up and we getting off of this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you go back and tell a lot of you half of women that supervise on these jobs. You know what I mean? You Negroes that's half of women that's on these jobs. You do the same thing to this day. Brother speak out, you'll go run back to the oppressor like, man, I think Quan, he a problem, man. We might as well just, let him go, man, because, he ain't coming in. This is what you coon Negroes do.
Right.
This is what I mean. This is what you do because you thinking you're moving up, but the oppressor is looking at you like, damn, you disloyal. Damn, you are filthy.
Right.
I wonder where you get this from. You know where you get it from? You get it from his mama. Know what I mean? Your mama raised the most disloyal creatures on the goddamn planet. You know what I mean? Your mother turned your sister into a whore, and she's turned you into one too. Because everything with a whore is about survival and feeling good. It's not about going to war. It's not about being a good brother or being a good sister. It's about me, 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 me. And we got to come out that spirit. Give me some more of that, sir.
Right. Cursed shall be thy basket in thy store.
Cursed shall be thy basket in thy store. Now I mean, Oscar Wobo, don't get me. That's going off. That's going off one. Give me 32. But now I mean, cursed shall be thy basket in thy store. I'm gonna touch on this though 1 second though, right? That's what happened with Black Wall Street, right? They owned all them goddamn stores all out in Black Wall Street, right? And they had all them goods, right? But they didn't build it with the law, statutes, and commandments. The law, statutes, and commandments of God. They just built it up, saying, you know, we just do what we want to do. We'll live like the oppressor, and we'll use the God-given talent that our Father gave us, and we'll build it up. Well, you know, you ain't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You weren't being good brothers. You weren't being good sisters. The Lord burnt it down. Curse was your basket, and curse was your store. You know what I mean? Now the East Indians got your basket. Now the East Indians got your store. Give me 32, sir. I mean, yeah, come. We have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. We have to follow in order to get brotherhood and sisterhood. We have to follow the laws of God. We have to follow the laws that our Father has set upon us. We cannot follow the ways of these heathens, man. When we follow the ways of the heathens, we destroy each other. We do not be brothers and sisters to one another. Yeah, so you got that?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
The sons and daughters are being given away to another people. Yeah, during slavery. Let me show you what used to happen in slavery. Our sisters would have a baby, and the oppressor will come snatch the damn baby out her hand as soon as she give birth to it, right? And then the baby will be in Mississippi, and then get sold to Kentucky, right? And 9 times out of 10, it was some brother in the background who's a plantation manager, know what I mean, putting it in the oppressor mind like that right there, boy, that's gonna have some good genetics, right? He gonna be able to pick some good cotton. If you sell that baby, you're gonna be able to get a whole lot for that, boss. You know what I mean? And he was not being brotherly. That's just what happened. Go ahead.
All right. And thy eyes shall look and fall with longing for them all the day long.
Yeah, you gonna cry and you know what I mean, 12 years a slave. Yeah, that sister, she cried all damn day long for her children. I mean, she cried so damn much, you know, the brother wasn't being brotherly. He told her to shut the hell up and get over it. How you gonna tell? Like, good night. This sister just had her damn children taken out her hands and given to another people. And you gonna tell her to stop crying? Yeah, man. Oh, go ahead, sir.
I mean, and what you're saying is so heavy. It reminds me of when Commander General YAHANNA is talking about how they want us to just strap up, tighten up our bootstraps.
Yeah.
Like we talk about segregation, we talk about slavery, we talk about Rosewood and Black Wall Street and all of that, and they tell us just tighten up your bootstraps. That's why this kingdom is falling. This is why Babylon is falling.
Damn
this is why
right.
we're in World War III.
Right, damn right.
This is why we waiting for Putin and them to hit the button.
Damn right, sir. Damn right. Yeah, they blowing up merchant ships right now. Salakia, it's heavy how you say that. They're blowing up merchant ships right now. So they're blowing up merchant ships. That means, you know, your food, your goods, all of that is on them ships. They getting blown up. Meanwhile, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about Northern Kingdom too. because the way you acted when we was out there at that doing something at that church and we was giving away them clothes, how that Simeonite sister took all that box of clothes and left the rest of them for dead was not right. You know what I mean?
But see, that's part of slacking from it.
Go ahead, sir.
That's part of the mindset of being oppressed and being
right.
stiff-necked, and we're so selfish to the point that we're not realizing by doing acts like that we're oppressing our own people.
Are oppressing our own people by not being brotherly and sisterly. We oppress each other.
Right.
While us not loving each other, you know what I mean? We're oppressing each other. We have ourselves in hell. Our people got to stop thinking that, you know, you're experiencing hell when you die. You experiencing hell right now.
Right.
Your goddamn children are in jail forever.
Right.
And if they're not in jail forever, they're on drugs forever. Or in the goddamn grave.
Right.
Or being sex trafficked.
Right.
That's hell, dum-dum. Hey, you don't experience hell when you die. The Lord gonna make sure you alive to experience hell. All that pain that you go through. How the hell? I got a question for you brothers and sisters, right? Nah, man, for you brothers, right? How the hell do you keep winding up on child support for children that's not yours? Like, don't something tell you that maybe you need to stop sleeping with whores?
Right.
Now, I mean, don't you hate getting pulled over and they telling you, hey, man, your driver's license is suspended due to a child support. And we got to take you in. We can't write you a ticket and just let you go, though. You know what I mean? It's child support. And we got to take you in.
It's like, I mean, they still write them the ticket. Before they write them the ticket and then they take
Yeah, they write them like, yeah, if your shit, if your shit suspended and shit, you feel me? They could just write you a ticket and let you go and shit like that. But if it's child support, they taking your dumb ass to jail.
Right.
That's because you done slept with too many harlots. You keep sleeping with her. You keep picking your mother. I mean, as soon as you realize that your mother was a whore, you'll learn not to pick your mother anymore.
Right.
That's just the basic foundation of it. You know what I mean? Love your mother and honor her, but understand you don't want no one to be like her.
Right.
That's how you break a generational curse. Know what I mean? Like, how do you sisters, I don't even understand how you sisters even walk around with your heads up. I like, good night, you're disgusting. Right? You got kids by different men. You walk around with Marilyn Monroe hair in your head. You walk around with Marilyn Monroe's what's that? Them big ass eyelashes on your face. What they call them? Windshield wipers or some shit like that. Salakia. Cum catchers. Yeah, Salakia. You walk around with them. Yeah, you walk around with semen catchers on your face, right? And all your kids belong by different other men. You don't have a family. You have an orphanage. Know what I mean? You have an orphanage, right? You sitting in here telling everybody you got a family. You got Rakim, goddamn child. You got motherfucking Shaquan child. You got Mike child. Know what I mean? You got John child. You got all different men's children in your house. You have an orphan. You have an orphanage. You don't have a family, you dumb. You got different niggas, generations all in the house. How do you walk around with your head lifted up? I mean, look, they say the ISUPK is Power Rangers, and we stand on the corner and we yell with our Power Ranger suits on. Know what I mean? But how do you walk around with your head up knowing that you're nothing but a cum dumpster? How do you do that? Like, make it make sense, right? You sisters don't understand that you are a laughing stock to the earth. Everyone laughs at you. Like, for instance, right? In the grocery store, when the feminist movement told you to get rid of your husband, right? Get rid of your husband and accept food stamps. So now you in the goddamn grocery store. You got kids by Rakim, blah, blah, Mike, John, OJ, know what I mean? The plumber, 4 other drug dealers, and Mitch Porter. When you got all them, when you got that orphanage in the goddamn grocery store, right? and then you see an East Indian woman in there with her husband, and the kids is by the same person. When you see a African who eats feces, Oh, you see a Hamite that eats feces, right? Literally eats body parts and feces, but he's in there with a whole family.
It's like, my man, and it's funny you bring that out because what brings you back to what you said about what Sukiyana wants P. Diddy to do to her. Because you got to keep in mind, Sukiyana's a Hamite.
Oh yeah, she's a Ham. I don't care. Now I really don't care about her. The hell with that. The hell with that
I thought
bitch.
You knew, I thought you
no,
knew.
I never known she was a Hamite.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
she said it in the interview too.
Yeah, come.
I knew something was off about it.
Yeah, come. So this is the thing, right? When you see every heathen standing in the grocery store with a husband and a whole family together, and you turn around and you look, and all your children is by different men, and you don't have a husband, you ain't never stopped to think like, yeah, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Go ahead, sir.
And what you're saying is even heavier because the reason why they won't acknowledge that nor accept it is because there's one word in the English curriculum that they are terrified of, and the word is called accountability.
Accountability, because they don't have no sisterhood.
Right.
Now, I mean, their sisterhood is horrible, and all the brothers that decide to go lay with these sisters when they see they're no good, they have no brotherhood. They're afraid to correct them because all they thinking about is, man, listen, man, I gotta get in that, man. You feel me? I gotta feel good. I can't just run her off. You know what I mean? It reminds me of the damn Egyptology community. You feel me? It could be a sister with about 75 rods that been in her. These goddamn half of girls who's gonna go up and say, you know you're a queen. You know I love you. And then they're gonna be like polite and touch your children.
Or people like Charlemagne the God sitting there ducking pedophilia cases.
Good night. Yeah. Like this is crazy. Like, you're really not following this Bible. Go ahead, son.
Now I understand what Funk's Flex mean when he on the radio talking about shout out to Real Estate Rico and lesser charge. He's talking about Charlemagne the God by calling him lesser charge because he copped out to a lesser charge. He got brought up on a child molestation case and pled out to a lesser charge. DJ Envy got charged with that real estate scam with his partner Caesar, and he's been claiming that he didn't know anything. He really just set out to help people get homes and flip and sell homes. That's why he called him Real Estate Rico.
Good night. Brothers and sisters, we have to do better than this, man. We like, this is crazy. Like that between this oppressor, this Christian church, like, now I mean, this indoctrination of evil. Now I mean, not following the Most High God in Christ. We have been reduced to the bottom.
Right.
Like we are to the ground. Oh my God! Give me Jeremiah 14:2, please, sir.
God. And pertaining to what you were saying about the
man.
sisters, I have a quick little freestyle.
Go ahead, sir.
In the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
You know why? Because you could train a lion and a dragon quicker. You see lions and dragons get trained in the circus. You see them tame a lion. You see them smack that goddamn lion with a whip, whoop, and it stay there. You say, "Get up, lion. Get down, lion." And you throw that goddamn lion some meat. You cannot tame a dragon. These Negroes go out here and they take these wicked women on vacation. Right? You can't, right? They're not tame. They buy them shoes and pocketbooks, and they do everything for them. They're not tame. They give them all the sex in the world. They're not tame.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's hard to tame a harlot. You know what I mean? Like, she don't want to be saved. You can't tame her. You can tame a lion. You know what I mean? So, you know, King Solomon said, man, listen, I dwell with a lion and I dwell with a dragon because, you know, at least I can train an animal. You can't train that harlot. That harlot is beyond evil. Let her go.
Mate, just like the other scriptures say, I'd rather sit in the corner of the roof. I'd rather sit on in a corner on the roof.
Damn.
Than to deal with the wickedness of a woman.
Damn. Yeah, y'all stop celebrating Mother's Day,
God.
Like, good night.
You ready?
Go ahead, sir.
All right,
go ahead. Yeah, give me Jeremiah 14.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Judah mourneth. All
right, Salakia. Stop right there, sir. Judah mourneth. The real Jews are in mourning, right? You can tell you're in mourning. A lot of you brothers is in mourning because you're getting ready to get kicked out of your houses.
Right.
Because you're so weak, right? Esau holiday, you mean Nimrod's day. But, Esau's day, he done stole it. You know what I mean? With them damn trees and them presents. A lot of y'all getting ready to get kicked out your houses, man. You're going to be under a bridge. But you're going to be back at your mother's house. Because, you ain't buy that PS5. You ain't buy another man's children some damn gifts.
Right.
So you're going to be kicked out the house because that whore you went into is not a sister. She's unsisterly. Right? And this is what happens to our people. This is what happens to the real Jews. We are in mourning. Judah mourneth. The real Jews are in mourning. Go ahead, sir.
And the gates thereof languish.
Now, what do a gate do? What do a gate do? A gate is supposed to protect the goddamn house, huh? The leadership. The leadership is supposed to protect you. You know what I mean? Like our leaders are supposed to protect you. The Christian pastor is supposed to tell you, you got to keep God's laws. You can't go off and not follow God's laws. Hey.
Come. They are black unto the ground.
And they are black into the ground because we fail to be brothers and sisters to each other and keep the Most High God's laws. We have been brought down to the bottom. Hey, sir.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Every time your goddamn son getting ready to get 70 years, now you want to cry. Nah, man. We just every time we sit up here and we watch Trayvon Martin, we watch George Floyd, we watch our brothers and sisters get along, the cry has now gone up. Nah, man. But if we would have been brothers and sisters, it never would have happened to them.
Right.
Right? Like Trayvon Martin had no business living amongst no damn devils. Know what I mean? If we had brotherhood, we would have followed Martin Luther King. We'd have had our own neighborhoods, our own society, our own beautiful neighborhoods where he wouldn't be walking by George Zimmerman, walking past an oppressor. If we really loved George Floyd, you would have sat there and watched some weak devil that weighed only 90 pounds put a knee on his neck.
Right.
Without even throwing a bottle at him. Good night. Come on now. We got the wrong leadership. And it is not good. Salakia, sir. Give me
over that article too.
That article, yeah. Let me get that article, sir. Come, sir. Yeah, let me get that article real quick. Man, and we're gonna get back to finishing this.
Husband accused of murdering wife, concealing body with tires.
Salakia, what happened?
Husband is accused of murdering wife and concealing her body with tires.
All right, so sir, let me ask you this question, right? That now is these are Israel?
Yeah.
These Israel is Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom?
Judites.
These are Judites, right? All right, go ahead, sir.
Shakira Rucker was found dead in Florida storage unit November 18th. Shakira Rucker was found unalived in a Florida storage unit November 18th after she had been missing for a week. Her estranged husband, Corey Hill, is facing unaliving charges in her unalivement. Orange County Jail, Winter Springs Police Department. According to a report by the Law and Crime on Monday, December 4th, 2023, prosecutors in Florida have formally charged Corey Hill, 51, with second-degree unalivement in the unaliving of his estranged wife, Shakira Rucker. The gruesome incident unfolded in a storage unit where Rucker's life was tragically cut short. Her body callously covered with tires. The Orange County Sheriff's Office initially arrested Hill on a first-degree unaliving charge, but the Ninth Circuit State Attorney's Office has since filed the second-degree unaliving charge, allowing Hill to be held in jail without bond. The harrowing details of the case emerged when Rucker, a mother of 4, went missing on November 11th and was only discovered a week later on November 18th in a storage locker in ISUPK, a suburb of Orlando. Detectives found evidence of a violent struggle with spent cartilage. With spent cartridge casings and blood and on the walls and floor. The discovery sent shockwaves through the community, prompting Rucker's family to hold the celebration of life service in her honor. She was full of life, joy, and she was a woman of God. She praised God.
Good night. Stop right there, sir.
God.
It says she what?
She was a woman of God.
She's not a woman of God.
Right.
Man, she was not a woman of God. What's heavy about that, man? Every time you Christians get ready to get unalived, or every time you get ready to get put in a coffin, right? One of your wicked ass family members is gonna come in and they gotta say something nice and say, yeah, she was a woman of God. You're not a woman of God because we don't know you. The only men and women of God are in the ISUPK under the great commanding General YAHANNA.
That's right.
We don't know who the hell you are. You are not a woman of God. You were a woman of Caesar Borgia.
Right.
I mean, the so-called oppressor. Go ahead, sir.
The family used the occasion not to only remember Rucker, but also to speak out against domestic violence. The pastor presiding over the funeral emphasized the importance of recognizing and preventing abuse, urging everyone to check themselves. Investigations revealed that Rucker had recently learned about Hill's secret romantic relationship with another woman, unbeknownst to either woman. The revelation led to the end of the relationship with Hill's ex-girlfriend, who later became the target of his violent outbursts. On November 12th, just hours after Rucker's unalivement, Hill allegedly shot at his ex-girlfriend's home, narrowly missing her and her family. The children.
Okay, sir. All right, now see what's heavy. What's going on with that is this brother right here, right? In this article, right? His red found out about his other red.
Right.
So because his red found out about his other red, he decided that he's going to unalive her.
Right.
Okay. See, that's what's evil, man. Like, good night, man. Good night, man. Sisters, man. Y'all, you gotta stop with this. You do not own your husband. Your husband own you. Ephesians 5:22, sir. God dang. This, we in bad shape out here, Israel. You know what I mean? Because that's going to turn this brother, that's going to put a demon on this brother and make him feel like, okay, because you own him and tell him he can't have another wife, you know what I mean? And he has to submit unto her. He's going to try to find a way to get out the situation. Now he's going to try to unalive her.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Salakia, stop 1 second, sir. It say what?
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Yeah, submit means to listen and to obey, right? If your husband tell you don't go into his phone, you don't go into his phone. If your husband, if your husband got another rib, you don't go and mess around with him and his other rib, because it's his God-given right, according to the Bible, that he can have another wife.
Right.
So why are you bothering him? Now you're making this man come unalive you because you're messing with his God-given right. Is any more on that, sir?
God. As unto the Lord.
As unto who?
As unto the Lord.
Meaning you're supposed to submit yourself to your husband as unto the Lord. That's what you're supposed to do. And none of you sisters is doing that. And this is why we're in bad shape, and that is poor sisterhood. And brothers are not correcting them, and that is poor brotherhood. So, go ahead, sir.
If I may, can I read 25?
Go ahead, sir.
It's verse 25.
Uh-huh.
Husbands, love your wives,
Uh-huh.
even as Christ also loved the church
Right.
and gave himself for it.
Meaning, as a brother, you know what I mean? You supposed to love your wife like Christ loved us. Christ corrected us. Know what I mean? So you supposed to correct her. Know what I mean? And die for her. But a lot of brothers, they not going to sit up there and correct it. A lot of these brothers ain't correcting their wives. Also, y'all, so, you know, it's the holiday season, man. They ain't telling their wife to take that tree down. They ain't telling her to take them damn presents from under that tree. That money can go for something else. No, they not going to do that. You know what I mean? They're afraid they're going to get thrown out their damn house. They're going to be in a shelter. You know what I mean? They sister, they mama say, we told you you're going to be homeless. You should have just bowed down to her. You know what I mean? They're going to weaken coward.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're going to show no brotherhood, and that sister's going to continue being destroyed. Sir, give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3.
God. It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is our King Christ. I mean, oh man, you sisters, man. Christ not your head. Christ is our head. That's our head. And you're gonna find out right now. Go ahead, sir.
And the head of the woman is the man.
No, Christ.
The man.
The man. Your husband is the head of you. You know what I mean? And the reason we can say, like, yeah, if you're a pure virgin, you do belong to Christ. Ain't none of your virgins. Yeah, you all done had all kinds of husbands, right? So the last one that you took home from the bar, right? I guess that's the one that you gotta listen to. The one that you sat up in the bar, had them hot wings with, and you went home and played Sex in the City with. That's who you should listen to now. You know what I mean? Because that's now your head. You didn't gave him your body. You didn't gave him your most precious thing. Sisters, they won't give a man a car. You know what I mean? They won't give him a steak. They won't give him a sandwich. They gonna give him that box. They're gonna give him the most precious thing though, and that's their body.
Right.
They soul. Ridiculous. Go ahead, sir.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. 1 Corinthians 14 and 34, sir.
God.
Now, I mean, that's what's going on. That's what happened with this brother. You know what I mean? This brother ain't know how to let this sister know that he's the head. You run nothing. He was soft. Now, I mean, he let her rise up against her, and he felt that the only way he can show his manhood is by him unaliving her. Now, I mean, this is the reason why a lot of brothers put their hands on these sisters.
Right.
They don't know how to battle with their words.
Right.
You learn how to battle with your words. You don't never have to put your hand on a sister. I mean, good night. You getting ready to go through 60 years for unaliving a sister. She's weaker than you physically, and she's weaker than you mentally. She don't know nothing.
Right.
No, I mean, you can cut her with your words. She's under you. The Lord said that she was under you. It don't matter if she got a Benz. It don't matter if she got 3 mansions. It don't matter if her credit score is an 850. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you live in a shelter or under a bridge. According to the Most High God, he said you could be walking around in slippers with shorts on in the middle of goddamn winter, and she could be in a fur coat with diamonds dripping all over her. You are still better than her. Come. Oh, come. Here it is, man. Yo, we the ISUPK. We start off on 1 West 125th Street under the great commanding General YAHANNA. The ISUPK is not affiliated with no other group, no Christians, no Muslim mosques. If it's not under the great commanding general Yahanna, it's not the truth. Shalom. Men of Israel, Amazim.